Under center. Here we go. Set it.
Mike 51.
White 80. White 80. Easy. Can. Turbo set it. Welcome to another episode of The Locker Room. We are your hosts, Will Compton, Lewan, Delanie, Walker. If you're new to the show or you're familiar, here's how we run the show. First half of the episode, we're talking all NFL. Anthony Richardson gets benched for Joe Flacco. Jameis Winston making the Browns frisky and fun. And then in the back half of the episode, we'll be talking NCAA college football. We got a massive trophy game, Ohio State at Penn State. And also, you guys loved it last week. It's coming back this week. Tara Lewan is getting on the whiteboard for some whiteboard talk, breaking down some offense. It's going to be a phenomenal episode. Let's win some money. Big hugs, tiny kisses. Make sure you subscribe. Let's go.
Welcome into the locker room. It is week 9 in the NFL, and it is week 10 of college football. A lot of good stuff for you guys today. As Will Compton said before, we got trophy game, we got Ballsy Picks, we got fan call-in segments. If you want to be a part of the fan call-in segments, info at bussinwtb.com. That's how you get the fan call-in segments. Right over there, we have the Call of Fame and the Call of Shame. A lot more in the shame category than it is the fame category. And, thank you, Will Compton, this show is brought to you by Fireball. The Locker Room is presented by Fireball Whiskey. Fireball is a perfect shot for game day, whether you're buying those sneaky little shooters before going to the stadium or going big on a Fireball keg for your tailgate. Whether it's pregame shot in the tailgate lot or a celebratory touchdown shot at the bar, no matter what, it's guaranteed to ignite your game day. Now,
how was the cadence? How was that?
That's what we'll talk about. Let me get a sip of coffee because it's early.
You like the voice? I felt like my voice was like... That's good television. That's good Thursday night football.
That was good
right there.
Here's what I loved. You were commanding that line of scrimmage. You were all about it. You canned it to a play that we didn't even have ran.
17 Wanda.
Yeah, 17 Wanda is not a play, but I love it. I love
28
it.
sweet. Let's pitch it.
Okay, 28 sweet. Now we're getting into some Friday Night Lights shit right there.
That's the play.
I liked it. Here, every offensive lineman that saw that, every single offensive lineman was like, would have jumped off sides. 1,000%. Let me tell you why. When you go, said hut, Wide 80, wide 80, easy. That second wide 80, the next noise you make, that ball's
we
snapped.
snapped.
That's all I was trying to do.
Wide 80, easy.
Yeah.
You can't be holding that long. You gotta go.
Easy.
Yeah, hell no. Because I'm thinking in my head, everything I have, I'm not like you see my legs? The legs are the same size as when I played. Like I had to get moving quick to even have a chance.
That's what I was saying. Turbo. Next one.
Yeah. That was smart.
No,
that was
turbo
that was a good
like
transition.
hut.
Turbo is like the next noise you hear. The ball's coming out of your hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when you go, set hut, wide 80, set. Easy. Once you do that, brother, you got 10 guys moving.
Yeah, once you would have said set, we all probably would have.
See ya, gone.
You gotta go wide 80. You set, we going.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Wide 80, easy.
As soon as you
Can.
As soon as you start the second wide 80,
Safety coming down, can the other way.
as soon as you start the second wide 80, brother, you're in. This is the play.
We're
you're
in it.
I don't care what the safety
We're
did.
in it. We're in a
I
bad
don't care
call.
about the coverage.
We're in a bad spot.
Yes. Hey, if everyone's wrong, we're all right. That's the situation we get into.
That's
Your
so
one-on-ones.
Yes. Happy Spooktober, boys.
Spook.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween.
We're checking off the first box of the holiday season. I've said it on Bussin with the Boys. I believe I said it in the stream yesterday during our 5-hour stream. Shout out to all the boys in the back making this holiday season so special. Every year we've talked about Spooktober and how it's going to be the greatest this, the greatest that, and then all of a sudden, slowly goes down. I feel like there was a full commitment all month long to all the boys, whether it was costumes, seasonal beverages, watching a movie, buying in, going to some sort of event, whether you're going to a nice Gentry Farm type of situation with the family or going to a haunted house with your significant other, the Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Having a little Halloween party.
We did carve some pumpkins. Did you carve a pumpkin?
I didn't carve. I watched Rue paint a pumpkin blue, the entire pumpkin.
Which,
That's a nice
she says a lot of go big red, but I saw that pumpkin be blue.
No, she was attached to blue's her favorite color.
Yeah, that's a good color.
As it should be.
It's a good color.
It's a great color.
Great color.
Great color. So anyway, happy Halloween, everybody. Delanie, what are you doing for Halloween?
Trick or treating.
You were going to trick or treat.
I always trick or treat, man. Come on.
You trick or treat.
You're 40.
You knock the door.
Yeah.
You have a bag in your hand? You have a bag in your hand?
Yeah.
And you say trick or treat?
Trick or treat.
And one of your demonic masks?
Something good to eat. If you don't, I don't care. I'll pull down your underwear. Hey,
that's Crenshaw. That's fucking Crenshaw 101 right there.
That's how we do it where I'm from.
I was in LA on Friday for my
yeah.
knee. I have a deposition for my knee. I had 2 Jewish lawyers in the car with me. We passed Crenshaw. I said, I got a buddy from there. And they go, what? I was like, yeah,
So
Delanie Walker. Like, you play with him? Then I gave him the whole spiel about Delanie Walker. Yeah. High school, ran into a couple of issues. We won't go into them.
Yeah.
Ends up going to East Institute Technology, whatever, Missouri.
Yeah, take it.
6th-round pick?
6th-round pick.
6th-round pick. 49ers, core 4 guy, then pops on over to the Titans, becomes the only passing threat.
No, we had some guys.
We had no guys. We had no guys. And I respect, that's a true team guy. But we're out of the league long enough now where we can say, we had nobody else.
Yeah.
And you always go back, there's a clip. I've said this so many times, but there is a clip of us playing the Colts, and there's 4 guys around Delanie, and Marcus still throws the ball to him. And Delanie catches it.
That was my guy.
That was our guy. We love him.
If I'm even, I'm winning. I told him that every day. If I'm even, throw that motherfucker. Yeah. I bet you I'll catch it.
We are, I'm still starting the rumor that Marcus Mariota is coming to the Tennessee Titans next year and bringing us to the promised land.
AD, you had a pretty good week last week. Huh? 60%.
What? Yeah.
That's what it's saying.
Top dog.
Yep.
Win, Vandy plus 18.5. Cardinals money line. Fucking Dolphins let me down. Your loss was at LSU, but yeah, 60%.
You had a 59%. Well, no, Taylor had 59%.
Yes, actually. I did. Will was 7-11. He was 39%, but he was always open, and that's okay. Like, you're going to bounce back.
These stats.
Brian Robinson, anytime touchdown. Once again, we did not.
Why is that a loss for me? That's a loss for the squad. We come up with the parlay together.
They put that up there?
It says Will's last episode record, 7-11, 39%. You won Indiana. You won the 49ers, but you lost Brian Robinson anytime touchdown.
Wait.
Now, to me, that's 66%, but I'm sure there's a lot more going in there.
I have a different kind of recap.
Uh-oh.
Who lost?
I was in on the Chargers, Saints, check. Dolphins, Cardinals, I lost that. Ravens, Cleveland, check. Bears, Commanders, check. Dallas 49ers, check. Bills, Seattle, I lost that. Penn State at Wisconsin, check. Washington at Indiana, check. Oklahoma State, Baylor's an X, but I put that one on Sherman, Coop. And then Nebraska at Ohio State. That's what I'm seeing. Maybe I'm seeing a little something
Maybe you're seeing a little something different.
You got to remember.
I will say this. That's what my sheet says. My sheet says, Will
Rapid
Compton.
fire.
I did not make this. I'm not going to point out that Jared makes this and he runs the show.
Yeah, don't point the finger at Jared.
But you got to remember, rapid fire.
Sounds like he really fucked up.
Yeah, I guess rapid fire, which is people who watch this show know which ones to listen to.
Yeah. Right, rapid fire.
If you're talking legit ball,
yeah,
listen to those ones. Rapid fire.
Yeah.
We're having a good time.
Yeah, we do.
We're doing our best.
We're just throwing shit at the wall and see what sticks.
Yeah, we're doing the show on Wednesday. It's tough.
And if you go undefeated in the rapid fire, of course you want a part of your count. But in this type of situation, let's get them boys out of here, right?
Definitely.
Let's get to Thursday Night Football, boys. We got Texas versus the Jets. The Jets are actually favored.
Yeah.
1.5. The total points in that game is 42. Delanie, where you at, buddy?
I can see why the Jets is favored. You got to think about Nico Collins off, Stephon Diggs, Jimmy Ward. Jimmy Ward may play. I don't know. We're not sure if he's going to play, but Stephon Diggs, Nico Collins, done. IR, I want to say, right?
Yeah, I think
for sure Stephon Diggs. I don't know what was Nico's injury.
Hamstring.
Bad
hamstring injury.
Bad hamstring.
But he probably on. Yeah. But if you look at it, you still got CJ. You still got Joe Mixon. You still got Tank Dell. I feel like those guys can be explosive with a Jets team. I feel like don't know where they at. You got a receiver who's coming in talking bad about guys not getting hyped up. I'm sitting there looking at him like you just got here and you dropping passes. Ooh. Cut that out. So I'm going to go with...
Can you say his name?
I ain't going to say his name. Everyone knows his name. Everybody knows his name. So I'm going to go with the Texans plus 1.5.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I kind of like the under. Thursday Night Football, I feel like the Jets are kind of...
42 is the...
I know, but I see it as a challenge.
Okay.
I see it as a challenge. I think Texans with the guys that they have out, obviously a big week. I'm thankful that I have Tank Dell in my fantasy lineup. I think he's going to eat a little bit.
Eat.
But the Jets defense is still like a good defense.
Still good.
And I think they keep the Jets' offense in check. I just feel like they don't have a rhythm. Like they haven't figured out, bringing on the weapon of Devontae Adams. They do have the guys that can still beat you. They have playmakers everywhere. But that offensive line isn't playing very well.
No.
I like the under. I like under 42.
I'm with you on the under. I like that a lot, especially with all those injuries being out. The Jets losing to the Patriots last week. Seems like Aaron Rodgers.
Losing to the Patriots is crazy. And
It's
I think
crazy.
Drake May got hurt too.
Had a concussion in the second quarter, didn't come back.
Because he kept trying to run that ball, which he did score a touchdown, running touchdown, but
I just think
You
they
can't lose to the Patriots. The way that the years unfolded for the Jets, and then Aaron comes out saying, if you're going to get off the ship, stay off of it because he's about to make something shake. That was before Devontae comes in. Then Devontae comes in. They're on the McAfee show, putting it together like it's comeback season.
comeback, yeah.
They had a rusty start.
It's a great storyline.
Yeah, great storyline.
Yeah.
Rusty start. They didn't win that first one, and then last week losing to the Patriots just like
Head ball coach gets fired.
I know.
no.
It just seems like it's in a rough little spot, and there's a lot of things being said about Aaron. I mean, Aaron he's obviously a first ballot Hall of Famer. He's an absolute stud. My understanding of Aaron at the Jets right now is he's still trying to run the Aaron Rodgers offense as he did at the Packers. Whereas kind of like he's with his guys, his Jordy Nelson, his Devontae Adams, the guys that kind of understand the way he dissects the game, and they were in similar mind frames. And now that he's got Devontae Adams, you think there should be something cooking there, although it hasn't started yet. These other guys need to kind of either adapt to Aaron Rodgers or Aaron Rodgers needs to adapt to a new system and start playing that way. But it seems like it's really just not going a lot of ways. I think the safest bet here is the under. I like the under.
Let's hope.
I hate not taking the game.
Let's hope.
Because 42 is not a lot of points, brother.
That is not a lot of points. That is.
Thursday Night Football historically is an under game.
Historically, but recently.
It hasn't been. Last year it was.
But we can talk historically, dude. If I'm just going to say historically. I'm feeling the under. I'm with that.
Should we hit our trophy games?
Yeah, game of the
Our
week.
games of the week.
Our
games of the week. Our games of the week presented by
Sport Clips.
Sport Clips.
Oh, presented by Sport Clips.
The best haircutters in the game. Go ahead and rip that.
Okay, Sport Clips. This football season, don't walk around with helmet hair like a total rookie. You've been in the game long enough to know that how you wear your hair matters. And just because your team's mascot is a Wolverine, shout out to Big Blue, doesn't mean you have to look like one up top. Keep your head in the game and go to Sport Clips. Their pro stylists have mastered the X's and O's of men's hair so you can get a tight fade while kicking back and watching some fade routes on TV. It's called a Hail Mary, not a Hair Mary. So don't just go anywhere. Head over to the pros in men's hair. They'll have a perfectly crafted game plan to make you look your best. No halftime adjustments needed. Remember, the difference between an okay cut and a great cut is called Sports Clips.
Yes, sir.
It's a game changer. Now, game of the week. I am going to cook up on that whiteboard a little bit. I did start dissecting that all-22 with the Miami Dolphins, but if you guys want to go first, you're more than welcome to.
Building up the Hair Mary and the Hail Mary, how about the Hail Maryland last weekend?
My God.
With
And
Joe
bro,
Myers in Washington.
it shouldn't have been that close.
I know.
Like
At all.
Washington was moving the ball down the field the entire game.
Yeah.
Chicago didn't do shit.
Yeah,
And on that 23 first downs, 481 yards total offense, 313 in the air. But they were 5 for 13 on offense, and then ultimately they were kicking field goals. But you're right, like they were winning the entire game.
Like it was
the fact that the Bears got up and they held the lead for 23 seconds until the Hail Mary.
What that your man's fucked that whole game up.
Yeah, that is your boy, Stevenson.
The DB.
Yeah.
That DB 29,
Yeah.
bro.
Shaman.
There's no recovering from that, dude.
Oh no, he even tipped the ball.
Bro,
He did.
If
He's
he- hey, if
he's
he
talking
was-
while the play's going on, and then it's like, okay, let me get in the action.
Yeah, let me get
Jumps up, tips
tipped
it.
it. Straight
Bro,
to
Did you see who was on 85 though?
No.
don't.
Our boy. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
know if
yeah,
that's
ball's
his
ball,
job.
ball's ball,
Yeah,
ball's
ball is ball. KB, Kevin Byard.
Was it?
Was on 85 and then goes in the
And
mix.
then
But
to go in the
I don't
mix.
know if he's the guy who's supposed to be blocking out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But usually if you're manned up on somebody, that's
You
the guy
stay
you're
on
trying to
him.
block out.
Yeah.
But Craig, all right, tell us about the prevent defense and how that usually, it's like a box out technique, right?
Yeah, usually you have a designated one solo jumper, one guy going up for the ball. Everybody else is trying to block out, play basketball, and everybody else. So that way you can keep the guys who are trying to catch the
The
ball
tip,
out
yeah.
of it. It's up to just one guy to do it. And the ball was short.
Yeah.
So it's like, I want to say everybody's brain defensively was just thinking, let's try to get one. Let's try to get one
get
on
an
the stat sheet.
interception,
Since it was
yeah.
short, it wasn't in the end zone. You know what I mean?
Yes,
And then old boy 29 gets up, pops it up in the air.
the butteriest little tip of all time.
Yeah.
You didn't have to
just
move
like
it all, bro.
85 just
Right
staying
to
in
him.
there.
Bro, if 29 would have literally just kept taunting, they probably
They
would
would have won the game.
You would
They
just
would have
keep
won the
doing
game.
that
He
dumb
just goes
shit.
even farther and just starts. DX in the crowd.
Hey, I hit Vrabel and I was like, I cannot imagine being in that meeting room with you as the head coach. And he just texts back, what a fucking idiot.
Yeah, like, whoa.
Bro, could you imagine Vrabel with one of our DBs after that game?
Do you know he about to...
The entire defense too, though.
Hey, the whole time we about to watch that about 10 times. Reverse, fast forward,
Yep,
reverse.
I get it. You want to celebrate. You think we won the game. We haven't won shit yet.
There you go.
I
We
understand.
haven't won shit.
Yeah.
Oh, you're excited. That's great. You just lost.
Yeah, he cost us a game.
Yeah.
We don't pay you to
You come
celebrate.
drafted second round,
That
coming
is
from
crazy.
Miami. You think it's sweet over here. Here you go taunting the fans. Taunt while the play's going on. Oh, now you want to go get in the mix. Now you want to go get in the mix.
Yeah. Oh, my God.
But
you're right.
Vrabel
Everyone,
would have been salivating
Yeah.
at that opportunity. Honestly, Vrabel
Guy's
probably would have
not
happy about
blocking
the
out.
loss.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I'm about to cook this kid for
Yeah.
10 minutes in this
cook
meeting
him.
room. Just end the meeting right after that, too.
I would have just
Play
been
one
like
clip.
this.
Guys not blocking out. We haven't been winning the entire game. We're up for 23 seconds. We all want to jump for the ball. Nobody blocking out. You haven't won shit yet.
Looks over at the DC. Hey, this is what we're teaching the guys here?
Yeah. Do I need to be the D coordinator too?
Yeah, hey,
Yeah.
I would have just said, I just would have been like this, playing like I'm writing notes.
Oh, my
I
God.
don't even want to look up because, I'm laughing.
Bro, it's bad when you're the one on display being highlighted or
Oh,
low-lighted in
gosh.
front of the coach, but
Front of
it's honestly just
everybody.
as bad when you're sitting next to the guy
I
that's
know,
getting destroyed.
sitting right
You're just
next
like,
to-
oh my God, what can I write here? Just do some of those dumb middle school
Yeah, you
S's. Just like some sort of dumb little designer. I look like I'm doing something right now.
Oh, damn.
And he hits you up. Delaney, right? Right, Delaney?
Yeah, he would have. Exactly.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yep,
What a
yes.
fucking idiot. Am I right, coach? That shit is fucking brutal.
Hey, yeah, I hated when he did that.
All that being said, I love Washington minus 3.5. All that being said, I love
Don't even have to get into it.
Don't even have to get into
I'm
it.
with you, dude. Washington seems special.
They're playing well, man. And then you have a big moment like that. Obviously, they're riding high, but again, you have a big moment like that against a Bears team who's fairly good. Like they're in the mix. The NFC North is like the toughest division on paper right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I love Washington, man. And I feel like the Giants too. Like they played sloppy last week. They played sloppy against the Steelers. They had like 11 penalties, 2 turnovers. They haven't scored over 18 in the last 3 games. I feel like they don't have anything going on over there. And I feel like Washington is in that prime spot. They're leading the division right now. They have a lot to play for. They have a lot of optimism. They're celebrating. They're having fun. Jay Daniels, the Washington Commanders.
Yeah, Jay Daniels seems like he's effortlessly running as well. When he breaks out of the pocket, there was a couple one in the first quarter where he just kind of broke a guy off, no problem. It looked like he was jogging. It was so easy for him. And then, dude, Bobby Wagner and Frankie Luvu, I believe it is.
Louisville, yeah.
There were 4 or 5 different one-on-one situations where he had to break down and make a solo tackle.
Yeah,
in
I
the
saw a
open
couple with
field
Luvu, bro.
With everything around, and Luvu handled fucking business.
Yeah.
That's the kind of shit that gets you fired up because
A few plays later, he got juked twice on the same play.
Hey, but we don't look.
I know.
We're highlighting the boys.
I know. Oh,
We're
damn.
highlighting
You're having
the
a
boys.
great.
But those two commanding and leading the defense, it fires me up to see
Yeah.
that, dude.
They look
It
good.
fires me
I'm
up.
excited for
because
the
that was
Washington.
all the big question marks in the beginning of the season. Was like, can the Washington Commanders defense do anything?
And since like week 6, they're like 15th in the league.
Yeah,
defense.
so middle of the pack
Obviously
running
middle of the pack, but they were
Yeah.
compared to what they were at the beginning of the year. It seems like they're finding their stride a little bit more. And
It's an exciting time to be a Washington Commanders
Yeah,
fan.
definitely.
You can see it with Compton, dude. He hasn't really talked about the Commanders at all in the last couple of years. Now all of a sudden, his wife's wearing a jacket. Like
I
he's
know.
fucking.
I thought
my
he
favorite
was
place to play
Raiders.
ever was the Redskins. I fucking loved
yeah,
it there.
that's where I got my
played.
shot. I love
No,
it.
you
Was
did.
HTTR till I die.
Till I
You
fucking
should've
die,
been-
he says.
He should always talk about them. You was the man up there, B.
He had the seat.
You know what I'm saying? Starting.
For
We was in some
Lockdown
dark
8-2.
times.
he was in some dark times.
And it's also kind of hard, like, you guys remember Snyder was the owner. Like, there was always a dark cloud over there. So even, like, rooting for him, like, wanting them to be successful, like, you wanted the fellas to win, but you knew how much drama was going on over there that you never wanted to just be out
Guy
front
interviews Trump
rooting.
one time. You know how much drama is going on, right?
What a shit show.
Yeah. I looked at it and said, wow, this is bad.
Yeah. Not rooting for him. Need a new owner.
Don't know him.
Yeah. Don't want to
know.
hear about him. We don't do a lot of vetting. Delanie, your game of the week.
Damn. Oh, man. I got the Cowboys versus the Falcons. Look, I was at the Cowboys game against the San Francisco 49ers Sunday night. Watched the 49ers put on a hell of a show. George went out there. It was National Tight Ends Day. He showed us why it was National Tight Ends Day, went nuts. And I watched Dak throw a couple of interceptions. And I feel like these Falcons going to come out here and do their thing. You got Kirk Thuggin, really living it. Waffle House eating. I ain't gonna say he dating black chicks, but at the end of the day, he doing this thing.
Happily married.
Happily married
Happily
guy.
married.
But if he wasn't, he would date black chicks.
Very faithful.
Hey, if he wasn't, he probably be with black chicks.
All right. Good.
And then you had Pitts go out, finally get out there, get in the end zone. He had
National Tight End Day.
National Tight End Day. They
He
all
did go
ate.
off.
Do you hate that you weren't like a part of the whole national tight end?
No, because I look at it as, all the guys, even before me, we paved the way for these guys.
You walk so they can run.
You get it, you know what I'm saying? We threw those stones at that glass house, and they finally broke the window. So at the end of the day, I'm just happy, because we still get that glorified. We get that glorified excitement as well, just what Kittle has done, just making these guys understand what tight ends do on the field. So I'm excited that it's even happening again. That's why I had that opportunity to be the honorary captain at the San Francisco 49er game. So
That's big time.
That's
dog.
big time. Hey, you still get that love.
Yeah, gold.
Yeah. Oh no. Deshaun?
Yeah.
No, Deshaun is with the Chargers.
Oh damn.
Yeah. He's still
He was with the Niners last year.
Gotta
So
watch
he's still.
I know.
Yeah,
I
he's
gotta
still with the
gotta
Chargers.
Check the coaching.
Could happen to me at any moment during the show. Just happy it happened to you first.
So I'm gonna go with the Falcons, man. I think they're gonna get this one done, -2.5. They should be able to handle the Cowboys again. I think Dak will throw a few interceptions. So
Yeah.
that's
He loves to throw balls.
He loves to throw duck, goose. You know what I'm saying? Just pick which one you want to intercept it. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I mean, Kirk Cousins, last week, 276 yards and 4 touchdowns. Zach Robinson, who came from the McVay tree, the OC there, is putting them in a great position. If you see Sean McVay at the Rams, he's doing the same thing at the Atlanta Falcons. The way he's
With the head man like Rod too, just
some
vibes.
window dressing on everything, showing motions, making the one play look like one thing, and then all of a sudden they do something else, and they go back to the same thing, and then it's all of a sudden a different play. It makes it very hard for defenses to figure it all out. Bijan Robinson, obviously having a time out there, and you seen a guy like Diggs for the Cowboys hit the beat reporter from the Cowboys with a D's nuts at the end.
At the end.
Hit him with the
going
D's
into the
nuts.
locker room.
You don't know shit. You can't do what I do.
You can't cover me.
Yeah.
But you a DB.
Cover D's nuts. And he walks out. He walked out saying D's nuts. It's like, oh, Cowboys are in fucking shambles right now.
Shambles.
Shambles, bro.
How, you read it that quick? After the game, he read the tweet.
I know.
that
Like
quick?
knowing
you
it.
know.
Yeah, bro.
You know if you had a bad game, you walk right
Oh,
over
yeah,
your
you're
phone,
right. You
pull
read
the
your
Twitter, look at the
book.
mentions, like, oh, this one, okay, all right.
Oh, and
now
they-
they walk in
all
5
right, I
minutes
guess I did
later.
not
And see him.
He's still in his uniform.
He's still in his uniform.
You don't know anything. You couldn't do what I do. You couldn't do anything what we do. Like these nuts, and then walks out.
I was like, that's wild.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
bad over there.
Then it's fucking brutal.
I like
dude.
Falcons too, -2.5.
Yeah, I ain't picking up my phone that fast. So it'd be like
No.
reading comments. I wait till I get on the bus because I know I'm about to run into the reporter. So
Yeah.
wait till you get on the bus to read comments and feel some type of way. Don't do
You know
it
those
right after
demons,
the-
bro. Sometimes you just want to hurt.
Imagine.
Sometimes you just want to feel really bad for yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you'll
Yeah.
just go look at the Twitter and be like, I deserve all this.
and then put out a tweet right away.
right away.
Right, like, what's like 29 for the Bears? Oh, me? Yeah, I did that shit too. Oh, goddamn, I did that.
I haven't even left the parking lot, so I
bro.
took a tweet. I was like, oh no.
You know it's bad, bro. I think I walked in and I had my full gear on. I was like, I'm sorry. I let the team down. This will make me better. Good.
The phone was just ding, ding, ding.
Yeah, oh, bro. No text messages, but about 1,000 mentions on Twitter. Heartbreak Hotel.
Oh, God.
This week I got, for my game of the week, conference game, Miami. I got them +6 at Buffalo. Now, I know Josh Allen has been playing out of his mind. They go to the West Coast last week. They play Seattle. They win that
beat
game
their ass. Obviously,
31-10.
the elements were involved.
Right. Josh Allen, 283 yards, 323 yards versus the Titans. 215 yards, 2 touchdowns in each of those games. Like, the guy is playing out of his fucking mind. And usually we see Josh Allen go the first few games, like he's like MVP, and then all of a sudden kind of takes a little lull, then picks back up. But, dude, Tua Tagovailoa coming back in. I know that he didn't play his best game, but the eggs are getting less and less scrambled. He's starting to see the field a little bit better. He had himself a nice little run against the Cardinals. Slid. There was a guy about 7 yards away. He fucking hit that little second base slide. And he's like, all right, we're good.
Everybody stands up, celebrates.
Yeah. Everyone's like, all right, he's still alive. He's still alive. Good. I think the Bills win this game, but in conference games, it usually goes one of two ways. Absolute blowout, or it's really tight, and they don't deserve to be tight at all. I think the Buffalo Bills are a better team, but I think Mike McDaniels does a great job with the window dressing we were just talking about. This is where I'll go up to the board right now.
I know you have me on the edge of my seat.
sir.
Ready
So
for
this
you
is-
to show me why.
Yeah. Well, get the boom. Let me get the boom going before.
Whiteboard talk. Whiteboard Louie. You know how to mess with that? You need me to
Yeah, I
flip the
figured it
board?
out last week. We just pulled this down. And then we just
Yeah, there you go.
We're not breaking shit this week.
There you go.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you, gentlemen. We're talking about the first drive. First drive. I think this is like the second or third play of the game. Play is 19-1 to Bluff. Now you have Tyreek Hill in this like F position right here, and on the snap of the ball, or right before the snap of the ball, he's going to motion and sprint out to the left. What does that do? One, that's going to expand this end and then make everybody a little more comfortable. While this end is playing in a wide 9 technique against Tyreek Hill, he's already made the hole. So the blocking technique is fine. We got 2-man reaches on the front side, and then an A, which is a backside outside zone, to the Mike. These two back here are running a C block to the most dangerous, whether it be 3 or the Sam. This Sam starts to crash real hard. This Y will break off and hold that off. If not, and he kind of is in a little zone drop, they will C up to number 3, who's Buda Baker. So this play goes for 9-10 yards. We're looking at a first down right there. The very next play, you have a very similar setup as far as the front line goes, but you're now in a shotgun situation, and you have who? Alec Ingold, the boy at the F. Now, the end, once again, is playing that wide 9 technique where he's already made the hole, except for now they're going to run 58 Wanda. 58 Wanda is the Y is going to come across like he's going to chop this guy. You have a man reach here, and then these 3 are comboing in a certain way to the Mike. This is a read option off this end. But instead of just he can take it or give it, he has number 30, who is Alec, go into the flat just like Tyreek Hill did right before the ball snapped, and then kind of go up in a little bit of a wheel route. Waddle goes and blocks a corner. The end now is dropping into a coverage. These two get hung up and make an easy play, almost an X play to Alec Ingold in that situation. So the reason why I bring these two plays up is this is the kind of play calling that the Miami Dolphins are going to need if they're going to be able to handle an offense or a team like the Buffalo Bills, especially in Buffalo. First 15 plays of the game are always your best 15. Find your best 30, Miami. And if you do that, you'll be +6, no problem. I still think Buffalo's going to take over. Buffalo's going to handle that game, but it's going to.
When you say handle the game, though, you're saying you still like Miami +6.
I still like Miami +6. Yeah, I should use my words a little bit better.
Just going down into the fourth quarter, maybe a field goal game winner.
Yeah, I would love that. Would love that for my stat sheet.
Yeah.
So I'm not looking at a fake 7-11 like you were. But apparently we have to do a full indictment, a full audit on all of our numbers. After what Jared did to you last week.
Well, yeah, we'll do a little digging. You want to hand me that? Let me shout out some.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hey, you crushed that.
Thanks, brother.
You crushed that. That's why everybody in the tailgate should be drinking Fireball. So many things make football great, but you know what the best thing is? Kicking the living shit out of your rival. There's absolutely no better feeling as an athlete or fan. This week, the boy Taylor just talked about it. You got an in-division rivalry game with Miami and Buffalo, and Fireball Whiskey is here to give you the spark to ignite that rivalry all season long. Grab your football buddy, buy around, and reignite that rivalry flame. Fellas, the fire. You get a little leakage?
Hey, we'll open it.
He couldn't get it open? Hey, I'm telling you, it is tricky. I can't.
Oh, you had to pull it.
Oh,
Y'all glued that, didn't you? Y'all glued that, didn't you?
It's not spinning. There you go, D.
Goddamn.
Since you just took a swig, what is your little Ballsy pick of the week?
Man, I don't know what happened to the spread right here, but I thought the Cardinals was the underdogs at first. Did that spread change?
What happened? What you
They're
got?
the favorites.
I know. I thought they was the underdogs to the Bears.
Oh, Delanie Walker.
Oh, what do you know? D-Walk with his bullshit picks once again.
Yeah, when I put the pick in.
I couldn't pick that game, though, because you picked that game, and I had to redo my picks like 3 times last night.
So that game.
Who do you like in that game?
Who are they playing?
The Bears.
Bears and Cardinals.
The Bears was.
I like the Cardinals.
The line moved. I promise you, the Bears were favored at first. Yeah, the line moved.
I updated this morning.
Yeah, so the line moved. So with that being said, I'm going to take the Raiders +7 versus the Bengals, and that's +260.
So wait, hold on. You're taking the Raiders money line?
What happened?
Yeah, money line.
Yeah, he immediately he's looking at a pivot. He looked at the rapid fire Raiders at Bengals. He sees a nice little spread there. He's going Raiders. He likes the Raiders.
Listen,
He likes the Raiders. He don't know why he likes the
not
Raiders.
impossible. Not impossible.
I did.
Joe Burrow was just quoted saying, we have to win like 6 of the last 9 or 7 of the last 9 or something like that. Which, and he looks at the camera and goes, "That's doable." So that's the kind of man you're going into.
Yeah, you can say that all you want. I'm sure the Titans is saying that. I'm sure everyone else who's having a bad season is saying that. Yeah, we need to win 6 games straight. I'm going to do it. Okay, sure.
How many times has it happened? When's the last time it happened?
Last time I said that?
No, last time it happened.
What, someone win 6 games straight?
Won like 5 out of 6 to make the playoffs.
Are you thinking
2019?
Yeah.
2019, them boys actually did do it. What we do with the AFC Championship. That's all I'm saying. Okay, I'm going to go with I don't like your pick. I think the Bengals win that game.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
No, the Bengals play good against the Chiefs.
But you never know.
The Raiders play good against the Chiefs. I'm not even going to count.
That's because the Chiefs are a little, they're undefeated.
They're undefeated. Right now, they're undefeated. Winning. Don't look at the stats for the love of God.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mahomes has got more interceptions than he does touchdowns this year.
But they're winning.
They're winning.
They're winning.
But if you look at who they played, their combined total record. There we go. That's the word I was looking for. Record. Yeah. Oh,
and then you got Mitch shaving your ass right there.
Hamster died. 25-30. That
Listen.
They're undefeated.
They still undefeated.
They're undefeated.
All right, you can't hate on the team that's undefeated.
Yeah, you can't hate on it. It's hard to win in this league.
It's very hard.
Yeah. Yes, it's hard to win in this league. Will, your ballsy pick that you looked up.
Broncos. It's a big spread right here. Denver at Baltimore. Baltimore coming off of a loss to the Browns. The spread right now is 9.5. I obviously love this game. Broncos with the points, but I'm going to get ballsy and say Broncos come out with a win. Broncos are 5-1 in their last 6 games. Bo Nix in his last 4 games, 870 yards, 7 touchdowns, and only 1 interception. Their defense is playing incredible football. They're 3rd in yards, 4th in pass defense, 7th in rush defense, and 3rd in points. And although the Ravens, they are the best offense in the NFL. They're averaging 200 yards on the ground. King Henry's leading the way. Obviously, you got Lamar Jackson. But if you look at them defensively, they were like a top half team defensively to start the year. In their last 4 games, they're giving up 30 points per game. So I like the Broncos, man. I think Bo Nix, he's cleaning a lot of stuff up. He's taking care of the football. As long as they play good defense and they can stop the run, because the Ravens are going to stop the run. Bo Nix is going to have to make plays on his feet with his arm. But I like Denver. For whatever reason, I like Denver just making an unexpected win out there in Baltimore.
Sean Payton, man.
Money line.
Sean Payton,
and then Bo Nix.
Yeah,
he's playing better. The way his process
growing
goes,
as a rookie.
He's a pro.
Yeah, he's a pro.
He's a fucking pro.
He's a pro. I've been saying
they played the Panthers and then ran the score up on the Panthers, son.
And what did we just say? Chiefs are undefeated. It's hard to win in this league.
Yeah, but don't run the
5-1 in their last 6.
That is bad juju. You do fake punts, fake field goals on a Panthers team.
You got to know you can execute. Right? You start looking at this game like, hey, there's a scrimmage out here. Let's see what works, what doesn't.
Yeah, we know we're going to win. Let's go ahead and get these things out here. Panthers are bad. Panthers are bad.
Yeah, money line Panthers.
What you doing?
I mean, Broncos. I'm messing with you.
Okay. Hang on. Who the Panthers got?
My ballsy pick this week is going to be the Colts money line versus the Vikings. It's a scary pick. The Vikings Something about Joe Flacco, man.
Yeah.
Something about a statue at quarterback that can just rip it up and down the field really fires me up. Vikings have dropped 2 of their last 3.
They have.
But
tough teams, though.
Sam Darnold has been playing such good football that Kevin O'Connell was actually quoted saying he's keeping the door open for a long-term situation with Sam Darnold. Now, the Minnesota Vikings, 11th overall, took J.J. McCarthy.
I was going to say, yo, man.
Gets the meniscus. I know. And I kind of want Sam on the Titans. I kind of want Sam go free agency. Come on over here. If we don't get Marcus Mariota.
That may happen, though.
But he's left the door open. Sam's playing well. I think the key factor here is Christian Darson. He just went on IR. He's the left tackle for the Minnesota Vikings. We know in this league that it is very difficult to protect your quarterback on a consistent basis. And with a backup left tackle in, I don't know if they're going to jump right into the chips and the slides and all that right away. Yeah. Sometimes they hey, we'll just put them out there on an island, we'll figure it out. And 9 times out of 10, that ends horribly for them. I think Joe Flacco, the head coach essentially saying after Anthony Richardson takes himself out for a play, we're going to reevaluate everything. And then benches his hopefully franchise quarterback for an answer that's not a long-term answer, but a guy that gives you more upside right now at this point. I think the Colts locker room is feeling pretty excited about the opportunity they have because they know Joe Flacco can absolutely sling it and get him out of bad positions when they bring hot blitzes and stuff like that. Yeah. So I could see the Colts sneaking one away here. Is it the best pick in the world?
That was a great pitch.
Yeah,
Is it the best pick in the world?
don't
No,
think
but
so,
it's a
bro.
ballsy pick for a reason.
It's very ballsy.
Plus 185. Vikings are favored by 5 right now. But I could see the Colts getting fucking sneaky. Getting sneaky and sniping one that they shouldn't with Joe Flacco at the helm.
It'll be
Where's that?
hard.
Where
It'll
is it?
be hard against that defense.
It's at the Vikings.
Oh,
It'll be hard against that defense. I don't disagree.
and in that stadium is
Yeah.
Yeah. Skull.
Yeah.
Minnesota, dude. Minnesota's got some cool things about them when it comes to
Yeah.
football.
Yeah, they do.
Whether it's the college football mascot they have, the Gopher, whether it's the tip of the cap to the natives out there, like they do a nice little fucking deal out there. I like it.
Yeah.
What about Anthony Richardson though? Have you ever had a quarterback
Never.
No, never.
take
Never.
himself out because he was tired?
And you hear coaches every year, they're like, hey man, if you need a breath, just tap your helmet. We'll get you out for a couple of
I was
plays.
trying to throw him a wrath by saying, like,
Yeah.
hey, coach does say if you need
Yeah.
a breather.
But
I've
coach
never heard
says
of
that
It
too.
never happens.
I've never heard
Coach
him
says
say
that
that
too.
to
If
the
there's 53 guys on the team, he says it to 52 guys.
Yeah, not the
quarterback
quarterback.
does not come out first.
Never.
And mostly,
That was wild,
and
bro.
mostly, it's for like it's for D linemen.
Yeah,
You guys don't really see
receivers.
linemen.
Oh,
Yeah.
linemen
Yeah,
never
receivers,
come out.
You're right.
D
Receivers.
linemen, receivers, and running backs.
And running backs
Tight
and
ends.
tight ends. O-line never comes out. Quarterbacks never come out. Only way they come out if they get hurt or their shoe come off. Or
Right.
I've never seen an old lineman, and I seen them like, hey, 2 minutes. They go shit, snap it up.
Just hopefully they get more tired than us.
Yeah.
Like, pray, boys, pray out here.
Literally.
I've been a part of 16-play drives
Yeah.
in early September
Yeah.
where it's like 100 degrees outside and you're like, please, someone just shoot me.
Yeah.
I'd rather die than do another snap. But what do? Pick yourself
You
up
go
by
to
your
the line.
bootstraps. You go to the fucking line.
Hey, I've never in my life.
Corey Levin, he was partying out in London. We get there Thursday. He goes and parties. Quentin Spain goes down.
Oh, yeah.
We have like a 10-play drive. Play 8, there's an injury timeout for the Chargers. Probably just tired. Probably just
Oh, yeah,
sleepy.
they fall down.
Corey starts just throwing up. I start rubbing his back. Hey, brother, this is the process. This is the process. You can't be coming out. He keeps his ass in there.
Yeah, of course.
Keeps his ass in there. What we do? We lost. We went for 2 and lost
Hey,
the
I
game.
can't.
That
I ain't
fucking
gonna
sucks.
lie. Never saw that before. Quarterback
I
come
know.
out.
That's a tough
Shameful.
look.
We had a lot of shameful plays last week in football.
Yeah.
Whether it be 29 for the Bears.
Oh,
Anthony.
yeah.
Like I tell my children every time they lie about something or try to fib, I'm like, honey, always tell the truth.
Always.
Not Anthony Richardson. He should have absolutely lied.
He should have lied.
He should have said he cut himself a groin.
Yeah.
Hey, we worked through it. I know my team needed me, so I came back out.
Yeah.
And then
To
just
say
tell-
you're tired.
On
Just to
third
say
down,
you're
too.
tired
is
Just to say
diabolical.
you're tired.
Even saying you're tired as a player in general.
Doesn't sound
To say,
right.
like, yeah.
I'm
Like, oh, you came out.
Yeah. That's a good point, TJ.
What'd
He's
you
like,
say?
just call a running play. Like, just hand
Yeah,
the
Yeah.
ball
just hand
Or
the
check it
ball
like,
off.
oh man, I missed it.
Yeah.
I missed it. My fault.
I ain't never told him. I don't think I ever said I was tired when I know I was gassed.
Dying.
I know. That's what we was talking about. You get them long drives, especially in 2 minutes, where you're just gassed, but it's like there's nothing you can do.
Yeah.
Even the
You ain't going to be seen like, hey,
No.
I know I called the huddle, but get me out for
Yeah,
a
no,
play.
hell no.
even like conditioning tests when you get into camp. Like when we had Ken Wisenhunt, we would
Oh,
do those
man.
200, 300s, 25s and back.
And
For-
back.
Oh,
And the second one,
worst
the second one I do,
conditioning.
my legs were like all the lactic
Yeah,
acid
they
build
like-
up. But I would see guys flop ass on the ground. I would think to myself, bro, people are watching.
Watching you.
Just put the hands on the hips, dude.
Yeah.
And fucking breathe as hard as you can, and just please keep walking.
I'm
Yeah.
like, get up. They looking.
I know. It's
They-
an ego thing. It's an ego thing.
Get up. What you mean? I'm like, get up. All the scouts are here.
Yeah.
Get the
They're
fuck
watching.
up.
If you're a
They're
dude on the
watching.
fringe too, of maybe making
Yeah,
the team,
you getting cut.
what are you doing?
You're
We
getting
had,
cut.
we had a guy get shot a week before camp
Camp.
1 year.
Yeah.
A week before camp, got shot, came and did the conditioning test. And then he went to the training room and was like, oh, I got this injury. They're like, you've been shot.
Shot. Yeah.
What are you talking
You're
about?
missing flesh.
So the dude gets shot, and he does the conditioning test, dies, flopping ass all
Yeah.
over the ground. He's literally like sweating his ass off. They pull him in, notice he's gunshot, they go, you're cut.
You're cut.
You're done.
Yeah.
And
Why
bro,
you didn't tell
that
him?
happens all the time too,
I
the conditioning
know.
test.
I
Dudes do
know.
conditioning tests, and all of a sudden,
Cut.
right
yeah,
after.
hey, come here.
It's like, man, just cut him before he has to die out
Nah,
here.
they want to see if they've been working. Let's see
Yeah.
if you really
Let's see
been
if they've
working.
been working.
You
And
ain't
sometimes
been-
they have been.
Just
They
some-
still get their
Yeah.
ass out of here.
Yeah.
All right.
I digress.
I digress.
Rapid fire. Who's got the rapid fire this week? Let's go, Coop.
Rapid fire, Coop. What you got, babe?
All right, ready? First game is Raiders at Bengals. Bengals are -7. Over under 46.5.
Bengals.
Bengals.
Raiders.
-7.
Next, Patriots at Titans. Titans are -3.5. Over under 38.
Pass.
Under 38.
Under 38.
Give me over 38. Over 38.
Over 38.
Next, Chargers are -2 at the Browns. Over under 42.5.
Harbaugh, Chargers.
Jameis Winston, give me the Browns +2.
Over 42.5.
Jags at Eagles. Eagles -7.5. Over under 45.5.
Shout out the Jags fan in the chat yesterday during the stream, but I'm going Eagles.
Eagles -7.5.
Under 45.5.
The Lions are -3.5 at the Packers. Over under 48.5.
Jordan Love going?
Don't matter.
It does matter, bro.
Malik Willis.
Malik may show up.
Lions.
Let's get frisky. Let's go Packers +3.5.
Woo!
He's questionable.
He's playing.
Doesn't matter.
I
They
don't
got the floor.
After that week, after the performance, Lions. I'm taking Lions.
I know, bro. They are. Now that's a team.
That's the thing.
That's a team.
Our last one is Bucks at Chiefs. Chiefs are -8.5. Over under 46.
Bucks.
Bucks +8.5.
Bucks to cover.
Yeah, it's a cover.
That's it for rapid fire.
All right.
Thank
good
you,
job.
Coop.
Hey, is that Tony Hawk?
Is that Tony Hawk? No, that's just a regular white guy. But I love that you think all white guys are Tony Hawk.
That's Jamie.
Oh, it's Jamie. Jamie, you do have a Tony Hawk. That is dope. That is dope.
DraftKings, you got the DraftKings.
Could you imagine if Tony Hawk just walked in here? No disrespect, Jamie. We love you to death, but like, if you were Tony Hawk, which one? Where's the?
It might be in the pile.
I think you have it because this says one.
Yeah, it might be in here. It might be in here. All of these picks brought to us by DraftKings. What's better than watching football on the weekend? Watching football on the weekend with the DraftKings Sportsbook app
Can't
in
beat it.
your hand. Our partners at DraftKings is hooking up all new customers who bet just $5. You will instantly get $200 in bonus bets. Follow all your favorite Barstool personality picks in the Barstool betting group on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Download the app now. Again, new customers that use our promo code LOCKER and bet just $5 on any wager will get $200 instantly in bonus bets. That's promo code LOCKER only at the DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Boys, we still...
Let's just apologize to the fans. Will wants to apologize to
Wait,
you
well,
guys.
who didn't hit?
Will.
Ryan Robinson. But this is...
But actually, I think-
You
I think I actually
point
said-
the finger, but this is a group effort.
No, you're right.
It's like he goes Derrick Henry. You know what I mean? Like, we all want Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Sam Laporta, great call, especially National
Thank
Tight
you.
End Day.
National
Great
Tight End
call.
Day. Only had one touchdown threat, but hey, I liked Brian Robinson.
But he
I
had
liked
two.
him. Huh?
Didn't he have two? Sam had two.
Brother, he played the tight end. He could have had 5.
Yeah.
Oh, one got called. Oh, yeah,
he
it did get called back. You right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But fans, listen, we want this just as bad as you do.
David Montgomery. David Montgomery.
I like that pick. I like that pick.
David Montgomery touchdown.
Let me look at this little boy right here. I got DeAndre Swift. He is the Chicago Bears offense right now. He is the reason why they're able to move the ball up and down the field at all. He takes the pressure off Caleb Williams. He's able, if he can get in the end zone for the boys, they have an opportunity this week. I like DeAndre Swift. That boy, by the way,
It's new.
the
It's
shake
different.
on that kid is incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My God.
The man, he a basketball. He put the ball out
Yeah, he
here.
did. Yeah, like Nelly from Longest
Yeah.
Yard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Put that thing out
Put
there.
it out there. I got two.
No, just do one.
I know,
Hey,
but
hey,
I'm
we gotta
no.
win.
I know. I'm saying I got Christian McCaffrey. If he doesn't go,
Is he's on a bye week?
yes. Derrick Henry.
Hey,
Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry.
when CMC comes back, though,
Yeah.
we're on that CMC
Hey,
train.
that's-
I like it.
My dog said he
I
was
see where
coming
your head's
back.
at. Great White Hope.
Hey, my
Great White
dog,
Hope.
I talked to him personally. He said he could come be busy, so I had to jump on him before anybody else.
Rest
do.
up. Use this bye week, but next
Yeah,
week we're coming in hot with Christian
definitely.
McCaffrey.
Yeah,
He's going to
so-
score a lot of touchdowns in practice. I like where your head's at.
Yeah.
He's going to be ready to go during the bye week.
Yeah. You know, I talked to him personally. I was excited. You know,
Yeah.
my man
Go
told
to
me he looked
CMC?
good. Yeah, come on.
That's your boy.
I was on the
Honorary
sideline.
captain.
I was on the sideline, B.
I got to listen better.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
on the
he's on the
sideline.
sideline.
My fault.
He's like, bro, when you getting in, when you get back in this
Hey,
thing.
yeah, like, what you looking like? Yeah, I'm over here inside trader. You.
Derrick Henry, DeAndre Swift, David Montgomery. Do we know those odds? No odds
Doesn't
right
matter,
now.
dude.
It doesn't
That one
fucking
is
matter.
the most confident I've ever felt.
Yeah.
The one I'm
I
least
felt pretty confident
about.
last week
I know.
and the week before.
But hey, Montgomery's a good pull. That's a Derrick Henry pull. Really, I think the
You know
one we
what
have to worry about is mine.
You know what I did too? I did I took our parlay, and then I also did the parlay again, and I did the round robin thing, where it's like if any two of that combination scores, you win money. So I still came out up top.
Still came out?
Yeah, still came out on top.
That's all right. Hedging bets.
Thank you,
24/7.
DraftKings. Yeah, thank you, DraftKings.
Thank you, DraftKings.
When we come back, we're going to take a quick break. We're all college football. Ohio State, we got the trophy game of the week. Our tier talk, tier 1, 2, and 3. Our ballsy pick and our fan call-in parlay. Right after these messages. All right, welcome back to the locker room. We are talking college football. Our trophy game of the week this week, Ohio State at Penn State. We got our tier talks, and again, our tier talk, a tier 1 is choosing a team between teams ranked 1 and 10. Tier 2 is 11 through 25. And our tier 3 team is somebody ranked outside the top 25. And then we will have our ballsy pick and our fan call-in. I believe we lost last week. T's and P's in the chat. How do we want to start this off, boys? Big game. Is this a whiteout?
I saw you sitting right there the whole fucking time.
Oh, my God.
I'm sorry, that was loud.
No, I didn't even pay attention to it, son.
Hey, you could not have handled that better. You couldn't have handled that better.
I'm from the hood, son. We do pop-outs all the time.
Well, I'm from the hood. We do pop-outs all the time.
I'm from the hood, son. We do pop-outs all the time and looking at me like I'm supposed to know.
Like you're also from the hood.
Yeah.
Remember, Will?
Yeah.
Your last name?
Yeah.
Respect.
Another name to put respect on is DraftKings, dude. What's better than watching football on the weekend? Watching football on the weekend with DraftKings Sportsbook app in your hand. Our partner at DraftKings is hooking up all new customers who bet $5 will instantly get $200 in bonus bets. Follow your favorite Barstool personality picks in the Barstool betting group on the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Download the app now. New customers use promo code LOCKER, LOCKER, and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. Promo code is LOCKER. Only at DraftKings Sportsbook. The crown is yours. Trophy game of the week, boys.
Ohio State minus 3.5 favored at Penn State. Going to be a crazy environment.
Going to be a wild environment.
Butthole environment, yes, sir.
I'm assuming you're... Yeah, what's the butthole?
Butthole?
Penn State.
You don't like Penn State?
Oh, a joke. You got to navigate that Sandusky butthole.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just for the people
all right.
who know I
Yep.
No.
Kid show.
That's
all right.
Kid show.
Hey, sometimes we just throw stuff at the wall.
No,
see
don't
what
say
happens.
kid show because
This is a kid show. Okay.
He's got him coming.
We're doubling down. We're doubling
He's
down.
here all show,
I like
boys.
it.
He's here all show.
I like it. Well, Delanie Walker, this is your favorite segment, college football. Who you got, Ohio State or Penn State?
I'm going Penn State.
Okay, why is
I'm
that?
taking Penn State because Tyler Warren, tight end, baby. Right now, he got 47 receptions, 559 yards, and 4 TDs. My man is out there eating. And I know we missed National Tight End Day, but I got to go with him. He's doing his thing. He's going to have a game against those boys, Ohio State. But you got other guys like Nicholas Singletary, Harrison Wallace. I think his last name is Wallace. Those boys are going to get the job done. What are they, 7-0?
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Let's do
It's
it.
a big matchup. It's like 3 versus 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do it.
This one's a big deal.
Like, this
So,
is a big deal. This is trophy
That's why
game
I'm
of the
taking Penn State. Even though I made those jokes about you guys, I'll still rock with y'all.
Yeah.
Let's get it cracking.
Just jokes.
I think
Just
this is a hot
jokes.
seat game for both coaches.
Really?
Ooh.
I do.
It's a fun take. It's a fun take.
Ryan Day losing to Oregon, obviously having a tough physical game against my Nebraska Cornhuskers. I feel like if they lose this game to Penn State, bro, I mean, he's 3 straight losses to top 5 teams. And also James Franklin on the other side is 1-12 against top 5 opponents. I feel
Yes.
like both of them are kind of flirting with the hot seat because I feel like Penn State plays great all season until they see red on the other side in Ohio State or blue on the other side in Michigan. So I feel like this is a massive game for both head coaches. I like Penn State because I feel like they're better in the trenches. Ohio State's going to have to figure out how to run the football consistently, which they've struggled to do. And I just feel like Penn State, like they're just a more physical outfit. I like, and Penn State at home. Like that environment, we saw Ohio State. We were at the Oregon game. Oregon at Ohio State. They had like 9 penalties. They're putting the ball on the ground. They didn't deal with that environment very well. In Penn State, you got a whiteout going. It's a whiteout.
It's gonna be
right,
a whiteout. I think it's a whiteout.
No, not a whiteout.
It's a noon game.
Noon game.
A noon
Scrap
game?
the whiteout comment. Scrap the whiteout.
Scrap.
Either way, that's going to be a rowdy environment. I like Penn State.
I don't like either of
Brown
these
is
teams.
questionable.
Huh?
Penn State starting quarterback.
Yeah, I was gonna say I had him down, but I heard he was questionable, so I didn't even bring his name.
I don't like either of these teams. I love Penn State's environment. And for all the reasons you said about James Franklin and the way he's handled top 5 teams, to being 1-12.
1-12. This is a
That
this
is,
a big game.
I think when he sees the Scarlet and Gray, and I never want to vote for Ohio State. I never want Ohio State to win. I think Ohio State pulls this one out and they cover. I do. I think it's a.
You don't think they have a hangover from Nebraska?
You know what? As crazy it may seem, no. I don't think they do. They've had a tough couple of weeks. You obviously lose to Oregon. You have the bye week, and you come out, and the line is 25.5 points against Nebraska.
That's what I'm saying. You had a
and
bye
they take
week,
them down
bro.
to the wire at home. Now, there could be a lot of things in the culture. I know they paid for a lot of their players as opposed to just instilling culture in their team like good teams do, like the University of Michigan. But when it comes to James Franklin, him getting the yips, dude, he gets a little yippy when he sees Scarlet and Gray or Maize and Blue on the other side of him. Dog, I just see Ohio State putting this one away. I wasn't aware of the quarterback being questionable. That makes me more confident than ever that.
But you
Ohio
still
State's
Penn
gonna pull this
State
one out.
secondary is cold.
Who?
Penn State. They got one of
They
the
got that
best.
freshman wide receiver at Ohio State, dude. That is
And they
just
know,
can
but
unbelievable.
get after the quarterback.
Yeah.
They can stop the run. They run. They got a two-headed monster in the backfield.
Now, the two-headed monster backfield. Somebody yesterday, was that you, Coop? Did he come from Oklahoma State? Who was the running back? Somebody.
From where? From Ole Miss.
Ole
They
Miss.
came from Ole Miss.
That's
Somebody-
Ohio State, Quinshon Judkins.
Yeah, Quinshon. I was told by one of the boys in the back. Tough locker room guy. Tough locker room guy. Not the guy you want. Essentially, being in the locker room and keeping the glue together when things are
being a
going well.
nucleus in the run game.
Oh, you're
Yes.
talking about he's a cancer.
Allegedly.
Okay.
That's the
But you know
rumor
me
on
and
the
my
street.
takes, dude. I've had like 17 takes throughout my gambling career. All of them have been wrong. So he could be the best guy
All
ever.
of them been wrong.
He
Yeah.
could be the best guy of all time.
Yeah, yeah.
So who knows? But there's another take. Cancer.
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. Let's move on. Tier talk. Who wants to start off the tier talk?
Go ahead, Will.
All right. My tier 1 is going to be Georgia. Right now, they are favored by 16.5. I think they cover. It's at Georgia. I think Georgia's going to catch their stride. I know they've been a little inconsistent, but again, you look at Kirby Smart, he's 51-0 versus teams outside of Alabama. And Trevor Etienne transferred from Florida. And I'm marrying this to my pick a couple weeks ago when I bet against Saquon Barkley when he played against the Giants. I feel like this is a big game for Trevor Etienne. He wants to run all over them, which again, they struggle to have a consistent running game. But I feel like as touted as he is coming from Florida, he's going to want to get this game. And I like Georgia minus 16.5 to cover with Florida at home at Georgia. My tier 2 is going to be Indiana versus Michigan State. I feel like when you look at Michigan State, they had a surprising win against Iowa. But other than that, they've gotten choked out by Ohio State. They've gotten choked out by Oregon. I think Cignetti has those boys playing well. And if you look back, even in the gambling data, since 2022, Cignetti is 8-2 as an away favorite. And they've been 7-0 against the spread since week 1. I think Cignetti has those boys motivated, inspired. They're having fun. And I think they cover against Michigan State. That's my tier 2. My tier 3 is going to be Arkansas plus 7 against Ole Miss. I feel like Arkansas is kind of frisky, and they're playing at Arkansas. I feel like it's an environment you don't necessarily want to be at.
Dual threat quarterback.
Yeah, Ole Miss can win this game, but I like the points with Arkansas there. And that is my tier talk. I was excited to get into my ballsy pick because I think JP's going to love it.
I'll go next.
That's my tier talk.
Before we go anywhere, I agree with all those picks.
love
for the reason of the group chat yesterday.
Yeah. I had these picks turned in, and Taylor had all of my tier talk the exact same.
The exact same.
That, brother, you got.
And I didn't even look at Will's picks. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
I had notes on. I was like, I think this is the best tier talk I've ever had. And then Will's like, you literally have every single one of mine.
Yeah.
Had to go back to the drawing board in a big way. Go ahead, Delanie.
So my tier 1 is going to be Duke versus Miami, Florida. I'm taking Hurricanes. Y'all already know what time it is.
Try to take that one as well.
Y'all already know what time it is.
Cam Ward has just been going nuts. My man is out there holding shit down. Even scored a touchdown. They
Great
threw
protection.
The pass. Yeah, great protection. O-line is awesome. Everyone else, defense is good, but they threw this man a pass. Can he catch? Can he throw? Can he do it? He can do it all, you know? So at the end of the day, Booby Miles. If you want to win, let Booby spin.
Yeah.
Tier 2, Texas Tech versus Iowa State.
Try to take that as well.
Yeah, he did.
I did.
Yeah, you did. With that, let me see. Iowa's 7-0, 4-0 in conference, going against Texas Tech. I'm just taking Iowa State just to.
Yeah. You need Sherm. Sherm's a Texas Tech Raider.
Take Iowa State.
Yeah,
Come up here.
right.
Come to the fire bar.
Hey, you got
Come to the fire bar,
Sherm.
Sherm. Sherm, sell us on Iowa State against your Texas Tech Raiders.
It's not so much Iowa State. I would say it's more of how Texas Tech has been playing. Everybody's calling for the offensive coordinator's head, the play calling, a lot of screen passes. The screen passes are not working.
Why you got to look at me when you say that?
You big screen guy. You love the screen.
Well, you have to throw screens against that Ohio State D-line. That just is what it is. I know he's referring to Nebraska throwing screen plays.
Just a lot of screen passes. You do have Taj Brooks, the running back for Texas Tech. Very talented. Baron Morton at quarterback. He's kind of on and off. They brought in a redshirt freshman to come in and kind of dial in against who they were playing last week. I'm just not crazy about Tech. They've been struggling. Iowa State looks consistent. Is it at Iowa State?
Yeah, it's Iowa State.
Yeah. I mean, going up to Ames. It's going to be cold. I don't think the Red Raiders are ready.
Yeah.
I think Iowa State big. What was the line?
It was
11.
It's 13 and a half.
Yeah, I would take that.
Yeah.
I would take that.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sherm.
You're welcome.
Thank you, mate.
Thank you,
Good
Sherm.
job, Sherm.
And then
Nice work. I do want to point out Sherm's 0-1 on this show.
Yeah.
he
Walked us
is.
into a bad pick.
Walked us into a bad. Him and
State and Baylor.
But Iowa State right now is looking good. They're on fire. I don't think they're going to fall to Texas Tech. That's just my opinion.
Okay.
My tier 3, Vanderbilt versus Auburn.
Try to take that one too.
So guys. Got to go with the hometown kids, man.
They played tough against Texas.
They did. They played a very good game. And you got to thank the new coordinator. You got Tim Beck and Jerry Kill. They were putting shit together to make these dudes exciting, being able to move the ball, being able to run the ball, getting those guys going. So I gotta take Vanderbilt to cover against Auburn. I know that's a good tough one, but I think those boys is gonna hold it down. They're gonna bounce back for that loss to Texas.
Diego Pavia, psychopath, had a little knee injury in that Texas game.
Yeah, but
Had
he's
to
a
come out for a minute,
psychopath.
but he's a psychopath.
He's gonna be
He's
back.
gonna go to the wheels fall off.
Yes, indeed.
He ain't never tapping his helmet.
Hell
No,
no,
he's
he
never
ain't-
tapping
he
his
ain't
helmet.
tapping
Colts
his
would love a guy like that right now.
Definitely
Yeah.
love
Would love
guy
a psychopath
that.
like that right now.
And you can get them in the lower pick,
Or free agency, whatever.
Damn.
Listen, Diego Pavia.
I mean, he probably-
Diego Pavia is a
His
legit
best balls right
college.
now.
Yeah, his best
Yeah,
balls right
yeah.
now. He's a
Oh,
college
yeah.
football quarterback all the way.
Oh, yeah.
all the way. Like the guy doesn't throw the ball down the field. Very nifty on the triple option type of looks they have. They do a great job with the options. Fullbacks under center, guys sweeping over the cross. They're very creative.
Very creative.
From an offensive scheme. All the picks you've just heard, I also tried to take in multiple different phases. When I tried to do my tier talk, I truly was grasping at straws at the end. My tier 1, though, is going to go to the Tennessee Volunteers. They are favored at minus 16.5. They're playing versus Kentucky. Kentucky can be sneaky. They cannot be sneaky. However, the boys in orange are going to handle business on that day. They have
Boys in black.
Oh, that's
they got
right.
the black unis.
Bro. And by the way, shout out Tennessee Volunteers edit game. Do you see that?
Yeah, that edit was
where they
sick.
had like a Venom type of
The
thing where
Venom.
it crawled up on the orange and just like turned this dude into all black
And
uniforms.
then when he came up,
Might be the hardest edit in college
it
football
was
right
sick.
now.
Because the
Yeah.
Venom movie coming out, so they just took that and ran.
Yeah, with that,
Shout
I'm
out
more
to social
confident than
team.
ever now. Like Tennessee's more than 21 points. More than 20 points with those uniforms on.
Yeah, them unis
Uniforms
is
get you
sick.
points. My next game, I'm taking Illinois +3 versus Minnesota. I know, I love Minnesota. I love the little gopher.
I think that's tough.
I think either
Minnesota's been playing some
Listen,
decent ball.
they've been playing decent
like
ball.
Bank.
I like
Luke
that.
Altmaier. I think Luke
I like
Altmaier, the
that
quarterback's been doing a great job. They get a little banged up versus Oregon.
I like
They get stuffed a little bit by Oregon. That's not a fun time for them. This is a bounce back type of team. Brett Bielema, the head coach there, he came from Wisconsin a while back when you and I were both there. You remember Brett Bielema, right? 2012.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, you
Big Ten
remember him.
championship.
Has a hard-nosed ball club. He instills hard-nosed culture. He had a couple of guys get banged up and bruised up last week against Oregon. He is getting these boys right. I like them +3 right now. I really do. And the thing that keeps ringing in my head for Minnesota is their week 1 game. They go to kick a field goal, they miss a field goal, and they end up shooting off the fireworks in their own stadium as if they won. That still rings in my head. No idea why, but that's a big reason. My last pick, and it's because the Valley has been activated, even though they dropped one last week. I'm going to take ASU -3 versus the Cowboys. Both teams lost last week. Both teams didn't cover last week. Oklahoma State loses by 10 against Baylor. I love Dillingham. I was in Arizona a couple of weeks ago. Was able to go. I was driving by my old high school. See the lights on. It was a Thursday night. I was like, let me go check out this JV game for a minute. Go check out the JV game. Worst ball I've ever seen in my life, but the boys were having a good time, and that's what matters the most. A couple of guys were there, a couple of individuals that were from the 99 Chaparral High School football team. They went like 53-0. They never lost a football game in high school. And the older brother of Kenny Dillingham was there, and all the boys were talking about how Dillingham and ASU is really getting going. A fair weather fan state now starting to roll towards the tide of ASU having a little bit more success. Even though they drop one, I see these boys making a big comeback against the Cowboys, and that is my tier dog.
I love that. Easy tier 3 pick here. Nebraska -6.5 hosting UCLA this weekend. Just FYI, that's a good pick as well.
Oh yeah,
I didn't want to touch
against UCLA.
Yeah, against UCLA.
Yeah, they should beat them. I hope so.
Yeah.
Wait, who Michigan got? I'm shocked you didn't pick Michigan.
They played Oregon.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't have that. I would have probably added that to my tier talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're playing. The line's 16.
You don't like them plus 16?
I think they're at a better chance. This is a good point in the season to figure out where Michigan's at. I think when you go to Texas,
Yeah.
you had Warren Davis in there. He's now back in. But throughout the process of the season dropping a couple of games, you really find out who you are. Wink Martindale has done a good job of dialing back the blitzes a little much, letting his athletes play athletes, his two studs in the middle, let him wreak havoc in the middle of the pocket. Warren Davis, although he was playing just a bad football team in Michigan State last week, able to push the ball downfield, get Colston Loveland a couple of touchdowns. The boys looked good last week. They started to take steps in the right direction. However, Oregon's a good ball club. I texted Dan Lanning. I texted him and said, hey, you guys got a great ball club out there. You've been doing some good stuff. It's unfortunate you have to run into a one-dimensional football team like Michigan, that buzzsaw that's going to take you guys down. He ha-ha'd my text. So for that reason, I'll be staying away from this game.
Yeah.
When you have a head coach of a number one football team, ha-ha your text,
Yeah.
makes you a little uncomfortable.
Indeed.
Makes you shake a little bit, like Sherman should have made you shake when he jumped up on you when the segment started. But that's why I'm staying away from Michigan.
I mean, I'm unbothered by that.
Fans might be leaving at halftime.
The fans had a bad showing.
We were at Texas. They left at. They were leaving at halftime.
They're leaving
It was
at
not a good
halftime.
sight.
Oh yeah.
We were in the third quarter. We were in the third because we stayed for the third, right? We knew we had to leave to make
we were
Nebraska.
leaving in the third.
They still got paid. It don't really matter. Shit, fuck it.
What?
He said they still got paid. I don't know.
Talking about the stadium, you still pay them the price to go in there. I don't care if you leave at half.
And hey, shout out Michigan. They're selling booze now in the
The money
stadium.
in the
But
pocket.
all the
Selling booze now in the stadium.
They're not going into some hostile environment.
At all.
Yeah, I'm sure your school had the
Very
mules were
hostile.
really hostile.
Anytime
out there.
you were up in there, mules running around.
Actual
Cowboy,
mules?
yeah. Actual mule.
Just a bunch of skinny white guys, camouflage hats and big lips.
I mean, it's Missouri. Ain't not a lot of skinny people.
He's right. That's
True.
fair.
That's fair. That's a fair statement.
It's
I like to see the stats on that. How fat of a state it is compared to the rest of them.
Just walk in.
it's
Just
not
walk in.
Louisiana's got to be up there too.
Alabama,
Mississippi.
I'm sure
Mississippi, really that southeast area, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some obesity
diabetes
things going on there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that type 3 diabetes going on.
Yeah. That Ozempic's selling out.
You want to
pick.
hit the fireball? As
Oh,
we
yeah.
get into the ballsy pick.
Let's see what we got
Ballsy
here.
picks this week.
Ballsy pick of the week. That's the pro segment. Hold on. Yep, here it is. So many things make football great, but you know what the best thing is? Kicking the living shit out of your rivals. There's absolutely no better feeling as an athlete or a fan. And this week we got Penn State versus Ohio State. It's going to be absolutely incredible. And Fireball Whiskey is here to give you the spark to ignite that rivalry all season long. Grab a football buddy, buy a round, and reignite that rivalry flame. Delanie, go ahead and take another swig. Take another swig of Fireball.
Yes. I was just
How
about
good
to,
is it?
Nate. I was
There it is.
It's a good time of year to have it too.
Some
That little
dude
spice.
talk about being from the hood. Now he's passing off the cap.
I got, man, my hand been jacked up ever since playing football. This one don't work. Good hand.
Good hand.
Grab my strong hand. You want to kick it off?
Yeah, I'll kick it off. This week I'm going to take Washington money line versus USC. Both teams have now entered the Big Ten Conference. There's something crazy about the Northwest region of the United States and how outdoorsy, we got interesting hair, we got interesting lifestyles. However, when it comes to football, they are so loud, they are so invasive in the opponent's space that it makes it very difficult. You saw it a few weeks ago with Michigan and Washington. They had a hard time, a lot of false starts, a lot of things happening. You see in the NFL with Seattle, they're 12th man. They got the aluminum going. They got the stadium bringing all that sound down to the middle. USC, after their big win versus LSU, has become a little bit more fraudulent. They're taking these beating from the Big Ten. They're figuring out what Big Ten football is all about, and they're figuring out right now that we're not tough enough to handle this type of situation. I'm going to take Washington money line, only a plus 114, but I like Washington in this football game. They got a good quarterback who's been dishing the ball all season long.
I like that. Let me take you to a night game in South Carolina. Texas A&M, massive win last week against LSU. They seems like they have their quarterback in Marcel Reed. He is going to be tough to defend. Both sides have a great defensive line that can get after the pass rusher. But let's not forget South Carolina, they are coming off of a bye week. They're positioned, even though they dropped a close game that they should have won against LSU. They lost another one that they should have won against Alabama. 2 heartbreaking losses. But coming off of a bye, the question is going to be, can they block for Sellers and fend off that defensive line by A&M? But if they can do that, the MVP of this game is going to be Williams-Brice Stadium because it gets rocking. You guys know, JP knows, it's going to be a nasty environment. It's going to be a fun environment. I like USC here. Again, they're sitting, bottom half of the conference. The SEC is tough. A&M is number 1 in the conference right now. But if they can take care of business this weekend, the rest of their schedule, I think they got Mizzou, they got Vanderbilt, they're going to have Clemson. That'll be a tough game as well. But they would be positioned well to be a 3-loss team. They won't get in the SEC championship game, but it could be a team that they need a lot of things to work out for them, but they might sneak in the college football playoff. Give me Beamer, give me USC this weekend. JP, add to it, brother.
We are the team that every team in college football does not want to see on their schedule. Because of the games you're talking about, LSU, Alabama, we flopped 1 game. What I love about playing Texas A&M, they have not dominated but 1 team for 4 quarters, and that was Missouri. We all know how Missouri goes. Other than that, listen to this. 6-point win versus Bowling Green.
Talk to them.
4-point win versus Arkansas. 10-point win versus Mississippi State, and they were down to LSU 17-7 at half, and obviously they lost to Notre Dame. They can't play full 4-quarter football. And when you come into Williams-Brice at night, you have to be ready to play 4-quarter football. This game, it feels a lot like when we had our first coming out party versus Georgia back in 2012, and it was like we won 11 games the year before.
Dig it in the archives.
Is South Carolina for real? First play, Ace Sanders, kickoff return touchdown. Changed the history of South Carolina forever. And this is what I hope Shane Beamer tells the team, because I saw this on TikTok, and then I mashed these 2 things together. He's going to say, team, we don't have a prayer today, but I do have a message to God. Heavenly Father, it is time to bear witness to the strength of your creation. Because after this battle, the heavens may not accept us. Hell won't be able to contain us, but one thing is certain. History will remember us. Stewie, unload the clip.
Ooh,
South Carolina money line.
Yes, sir. Hey, that was tough.
That boy, JP.
You should have went last, because goddamn, I don't know how to follow that.
It just throw us your ballsy pick.
I am.
Serve it up.
Illinois, money line.
All right.
You already spoke on it, so I ain't going to say too much on it, but I'm taking Illinois.
Yeah.
I'm taking Illinois' money line. I feel like...
I love how we say Illinois. I love it.
Hood way. Illinois.
Hell yeah.
You grew up in the hood.
I didn't grow up in the hood, actually. I actually grew up in the suburbs, but I play that persona.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah.
I
we all
give
did.
off the same vibe.
So we all just get tattoos, try to look tough.
Illinois.
All right,
Illinois. I like that.
Illinois money line.
Let's hit this fan call-in segment, but before we do, Will Compton's going to stand up and show you something real nice, and that is the true classic. The
Head to toe, all true classic on.
Show them that thing
The
behind
jeans.
you. Show them that
You
thing
want
behind
to
you,
see
kid.
Got
Boom.
them cheeks rocked up.
These do not come with the jeans. The call-in segment is sponsored by True Classic. Very durable, very reliable, just like another sponsor we have. The bend, the stretch, the mobility. Let's say you catch yourself in a bit of a situation. You got to run. You got to jump over some fences. You got to get under some things. True Classic is going to be able to give that to you every time, and they're also going to look very stylish. You see Will Compton's arms right now? You guys feel good about that? Man looks tough, looks strong. Now, when the shirt's off, doesn't look as good. Still looks good, but with the shirt, You can see the traps are popping out. You can see there's a breathable in that tummy area, giving us a little bit of love, but it grabs his shoulders, grabs his chest in the best way, and boys, my God, you're going to feel 10 times more confident with these things on. The True Classic team is sending out codes to hook you up with True Classic, so be sure to give them a shout out in our comments here in our on our socials using hashtag True Classic Caller for a chance to win. So right now, as you're watching the show, if all you do is put hashtag True Classic Caller, you are given a chance to get a promo code to look just like Will Compton and this True Classic apparel. Upgrade your wardrobe and save on True Classic at trueclassic.com. Love these guys.
Do anyone have the True Classic draws on right now?
Yes.
I do.
You do
Yes.
not?
I know you're a big fan of them. I think we all
Yeah.
are.
I love them.
I know.
Do you want to show them?
Yeah, you want
I don't have mine on right now. I wish I did. I need some more actually, so
Okay.
I can buy
All right.
some. If I had them on, I would literally pull them down so everybody can see.
And you would make our numbers go crazy if you did that.
those
You would make our
things-
numbers go crazy.
Those things really,
know.
they enhance.
They do
Okay, all right.
They enhance.
We gotta love that.
They
I love
definitely
that.
enhance.
Call-in segment today is Caden Baker, who I believe called in after our Red Dead Redemption stream, which are going to start happening on Tuesdays. We'll get you a specific time, probably 11 a.m. Central Time. But let's jump into that call right now.
What's up, boys? I got a parlay for the boys. Putting my nuts on the table. Let's do it. Obviously rocking Bussin with the boy merch. The boys, whole dang thing. All right, boys. First, we're starting in Baltimore. We got Baltimore. We got Denver coming to town. Bo Nix destroying my Panthers. Whatever. Don't give a fuck. Over, I believe it's 45.5. Now I got two underdog winners for you guys. We got Doug Peterson heading back to Philadelphia. Philadelphia loves him. They love him a lot more than they love Nick Sirianni. So give me Jaguars money line. Then we head to Sunday Night Football. Yes, Vikings and Colts. They made the decision today. Bench AR. Give me Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is elite. Colts money line. That's plus 1,800 odds. Boys.
So one rule,
responsibly.
Caden, is you can't say
We're
guaranteed.
not
Can't
gonna say guarantee at all.
Can't say it.
Responsibly.
Responsibly, you feel very confident about this pick.
Yeah.
I will say, because I was on the Eagles, I like the idea of Peterson going back to Philly.
That was my
yeah.
my one thing with this pick was I was on the Eagles as well.
Yeah, but I kind of like that.
I'll flip
I kind
flop.
of like that story.
I'll flip flop 1,800.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll ride this one.
I'm gonna ride it too.
It's a little three-legger.
Yeah.
Broncos versus Ravens over 45.5. Jags money line versus Eagles, and Colts money line versus Vikings plus 1,800.
I got blistered last week in the DraftKings Sportsbook app with Nebraska money line and Vanderbilt money line.
I was there with you.
Yeah.
We were close.
But this could make it all better.
Yeah. We were
no.
close last week,
Yeah, we were close.
but you know,
This is a nice one.
no moral victories.
There's none.
No moral victories.
You either win or you don't.
Yeah. Fellas, hell of a show. You guys, anything else?
No.
Happy Spooktober.
Happy Spooktober. Big hugs, tiny kisses. Make sure you're dropping
Pumpkins in the
comments.
chat. Pumpkins in the chat.
Make sure you're subscribed to the show. We'll be back with you next week, every Thursday at 6 a.m. Bussin with the boys on Tuesday. The locker room is on Thursday. Happy Spooktober.
Hold on,
Happy
and also
Halloween.
stream. Also streams.
Also streams on Tuesday.
Yeah,
boys
streams on
are with
Tuesday.
you all week long.
Yeah,
Boys are
we're-
with you all week long.